live at 1316 Hartsfield, New Marlborough Road, and I'm concerned about the security lights. They're going to be pointed, the security cameras are going to be pointed directly at my house 24 hours a day. It's a real invasion of privacy. In addition, apparently there are going to be infrared detectors monitoring the fence line. There are a lot of large mammals that live in those woods, and they're going to be constantly setting off those detectors. And hopefully there are not going to be alarms. That hasn't been said, but there may be, we don't know. But I'm just sorry to hear that our quiet way of life may be ending.
Are there any other abutters who want to speak? Doug? Short and sweet?
There are really only three things.
What's your name, sir?
Doug Newman, 16 Atchison Road. I'm a butter. There are really only three things that I think the town and the select board really need to consider in this application. One is the New Marlborough Master Plan. Two is the Open Space and Recreation Plan. And three is our protective bylaws. All three of these documents were voted by the town to implement them. And with special permits, it's up to the select board as the special permit granting authority to evaluate special permit applications based on their protection of our rights in our town. So I think that this project is really the antithesis, the opposite of what the intent is and what the plain words are in those three guiding documents for the town. Just as a proof of point, as somebody mentioned earlier, and I just want to reiterate the fact that this property sits right on top and within the only watershed that the entire town of New Marlborough possesses. The only watershed. That is true according to the Open Space and Recreation Plan. And it has a major aquifer that provides fresh water to the neighborhood, into Lake Buell, and the Concord River. The Concord River is the largest river in town, and it's where it gets its water from. Which, by the way, is also the river that the fish hatchery releases the trout, and many of us fish and eat the fish out of there. And I gave this to the planning board. I'd like to give it to the select board as well. This is a printout from Wikipedia about our very own yellow-spotted salamander. The yellow-spotted salamander is a prehistoric creature. It has lived here before humans walked the earth. They can only survive in vernal pools, pools that are not inhabited by any fish or wildlife, like mammals like beaver or what have you, that would eat them. They can only live in vernal pools. And these yellow-spotted salamanders procreate on my property, at my neighbor's property, in the wetland behind us. And then they literally cross Route 57 and go into the upland. So this entire project sits right in the middle of a wildlife thoroughfare. And this would really upset the wildlife in the area. And the last thing is that it's not called Dry Hill for nothing. Many of us have exhibited our wells drying up in years of drought. I know for a fact that on my property, I know for a fact we're already on to the third well. The second well was replaced by Cindy Doan Schmolsky, who couldn't be here tonight, but I believe she did write a letter to the select board to represent herself.
Who is that? Who wrote a letter?
Lucinda Doan Schmolsky, D-O-A-N-E, Schmolsky, she and Ted. And, just a couple of things that I wanted to address in Mr. Kusalowski's presentation because I was always good at math. And, you know, I don't really believe that the average marijuana plant is going to take up 35 square feet. You got to start with small ones, right? And work your way up. So I did a little math, and I said, well, okay, let me be generous. Probably start plants within 6 square inches, work their way up, a couple of square feet, 3 square feet, 5, 10, 20, and then finally up to 35 square feet. So I thought to myself, 20 square feet would be reasonable. And I divided that into 65,000 square feet of grow space. And that came out to 12,500 gallons a day. And I say that I think this is fairly conservative. That comes out to almost 4.5 million gallons a year. 4.5 million gallons a year. Then some other things that Mr. Puslowski presented tonight was they don't know where the waste and the wastewater from the testing facility is going to go with its chemicals. It's got to go down and drain somewhere unless you're going to collect it all and cart it off. This whole area is gravel, and what goes into the leach fields of these kinds and large septic systems is going to leach right down into the wetland. So I really think, and I would appreciate, that the Board of Selectmen, in their authority as the special permit granting authority, would take into consideration what the town has voted into place to date and how precious our natural resources are and a big asset of the town. And to take into consideration the intent of our protective bylaws. And I just don't see how this special permit application at this time can be approved. And I don't see how a special permit application for this kind of light industrial park is in harmony with this particular location in the middle of the neighborhood. I'm really, truly, I'm not against Mr. Seitz's proposal. I just think it's not in the right place. Is there a right place to do Marlborough? I don't know. The planning board really hasn't done any work to see if we could have some kind of light industrial zone in town. Is there an appropriate place for it? But I can't tell you one thing, it doesn't belong here. And the other objection that I had to Mr. Puslowski's statement was about how, you know, nobody's going to see it, the neighbors aren't going to see it, their closest house is 300 feet from a building. Well, I think most of the audience in here will say, Mr. Puslowski and Mr. Seitz, we don't stay in our houses. We're outdoors people. We walk and we enjoy our space. So just because my house may be a quarter of a mile, my property where I enjoy towards the end is only 300 feet across the street. So I hope that we have continued support from the community, which I think we have very strong support. I think that this kind of an application would be better suited perhaps after we have a moratorium, so that the town has time to evaluate these kinds of processes. And I hope that the select board will just see that this is not the right use in the space at this time. Thank you.